Still gets me every time.
We're diving deep, stay in the grays, our creek balance. Thoughts split the sea, don't stream. In a world of black and white, we seek to blend, understanding both sides, let the truth transcend. Stay in the gray, where perspectives intertwine. We seek the truth in the gray we define. In this podcast journey, minds open wide. Shades the truth on this impartial ride. A long time ago we started stumbling. Feels like this country's crumbling. The government is fumbling. A Congress that is bumbling. Both sides are always arguing. They all could use some humbling. And stop the world from tumbling. Rebuild the trust that's plummeting. If ideas would start bubbling, our efforts could be doubling. And chaos would start slumbering. And people resume huddling. And talk about the trouble and concerns we're always juggling. Cooperate while struggling. And quit the useless struggling.
I just had an idea, Trey. I think we should sell the lyrics for like $1
That's so crazy.
to that middle part.
I was actually about to ask about that. Somebody asked me if we had access to the lyrics.
No,
of that yet.
I mean, I have access to the man who has the lyrics. Well,
we both have access to that, but
right.
we need the damn lyrics.
I'll ask him for them because when he starts going off in the middle there, I'm just like, what? It's like context clues. You get a few words.
Yeah,
like,
here and there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I heard podcast. I heard government. I heard
impartial right.
something.
We could probably piece it together.
Yeah, it's incredible waste.
I wonder how many times we would have to pause it. What did he say there?
No,
pause it.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
You look a little. Not bad. I mean, you look good, but
man, I've been moving since Wednesday, and my body's beat, my mind's beat.
But you look.
I'm working.
You look like you're kind of like not feeling well.
I got a tummy ache. I think I ate too many cookies.
You have tummy ache.
Yeah, I had too many num-nums.
Yeah, too many cookies. Oh my god. My 4-year-old has more control.
So let me bring us back.
Oh.
I do have a headline.
You mean I get out off focus?
This was an interesting headline. It grabbed me in more ways than one. It made me think, has there ever been a crazy scenario where you were woken up in some kind of hysterical way, or especially with kids now, any scares or anything like that?
I mean, you put me on the spot. If I thought about it in my entire life, there's been
any crazy one.
Well, I mean, back in the day when I was kind of
band days,
running around. Yeah. I'd woke up in places, and I was like, where am I?
Where are you? Yeah. Okay.
Hate to admit that, but that's the truth. But other than that, it's just woken up in the nice ways.
Okay.
That's about it. But nothing weird. What do we got?
So this Las Vegas hotel guest was woken up unexpectedly by being bit in the balls by a scorpion.
Oh my god. You could have just stopped at bit in the balls, but
by a scorpion. I'm sitting there thinking, God.
First off, Trey, scorpions don't bite.
They don't. Oh, okay, I guess they sting. Okay.
So he was stung in the balls.
Potato.
No. But the tail.
Yeah, the little hook. Yeah.
It's a little hook.
So he got his tail hook stuck in somebody's balls.
Wow, he stung somebody in the nuts.
That sucks.
While they were sleeping?
While he was sleeping?
Or while he was just chilling?
Says he was stung in his testicles by a scorpion while asleep in bed, causing him to wake up, no shit, in incredible pain and utter shock and terror.
I don't know how else anybody is supposed to act in that situation.
That's crazy. He said his name was Farchi, F-A-R-C-H-I. We'll call him Farchi.
God, I bet he got made fun of for that. Fart and all that. Where in Vegas? Was it at does it say where? It won't tell you what hotel, right?
It absolutely did.
It did. Oof.
I'm going through the news story. I probably should have had this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think anybody expects anything different.
Right. So he was at the Venetian.
Oh.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to go to Vegas. We got to be on the way, way up.
He said he described the sensation as somebody stabbing him in the private area with a sharp glass or a knife.
Well,
he said he dashed into the bathroom only to discover an orange scorpion attached to his underwear.
Oh, he was like, oh God.
Would that not freak you out?
I don't like insects that don't hurt me, much less insects that do.
So he slipped out of his briefs and snapped photos of the nasty creature dangling and of the scorpion. He then went to the hospital for treatment because he said he was in a lot of pain.
His balls are probably like the size of freaking tennis balls.
So can you imagine? They got a picture of this damn scorpion, big ass grin on his face.
Can you imagine him trying to? So why do you go to the bathroom and then try and get out of it? I'd try to get out of those immediately.
Yeah, I would have jumped up and immediately threw
those off. Is he
off.
Going slowly to the bathroom, or did he sprint? You know what I mean?
Maybe he was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on, why he had the pain in his testicles. Man. But I guess going into the bathroom.
Maybe it was the hooker.
He pushed her out the bed. It's like, what did you do?
Oh,
but yeah,
man.
that fucking freaked me out. I can't even imagine even getting bit, period, by a scorpion while you're sleeping, much less in the testicle. Like, what made it go to the testicle before it decided to strike?
I don't know. Maybe the scorpion has a preference.
Maybe it was a girl.
Maybe it was a girl.
Identifying as a, I don't know.
I tell you what. Insects, where the higher up you get, the less most of them are, except the flying ones get up there. But if we ever go back, like when we went to Vegas, when we had our group, we were way up. That's my demand from now on, is to be way up. Because I guarantee this guy was on like the first 2 floors.
Are scorpions big in Vegas? I don't know.
I'm not an entomologist. I like that story.
Give us another shot.
I like that story. Trey and I had fun in Vegas. Not just Trey. It wasn't just Trey and me.
A group of people.
Group of us. And yeah.
I actually told a buddy that went on that trip that he needs to start listening to our show because we reference him quite a bit with his
well, we did like 5 times.
Yeah, with his orange looking like a pumpkin.
Well, why doesn't he listen anyway? But whatever. You know what, people? Here's a good opportunity. Thank you, Trey. If you're our friend, why would you not?
Like, subscribe.
1. Number 2, you know what? If you hear us enough because you're our friend, you know what we're going to say. We're predictable. Some say that I may be predictable. I like to think I'm not.
Yeah.
I just jumped at you.
You did. It scared me. Maybe we should start mentioning their names until they listen to us. Once they hear us mention their name, then we know they're listening.
But at least turn it on. I shouldn't say this. Just turn it on in the background and just put the volume down. Like play the episode because you're our friend. We're trying to get new listeners that actually enjoy our content, which I hope we've done, and I think we've done it successfully. But some of our friends that are like, okay, you guys are going to talk about whatever. We know.
Yeah.
But you can still click on the damn thing. You're our friends.
Show us some love.
You're our friends.
They're supposed to be anyway, damn it.
Even our moms are like tired of it. My mom's like, I'm way behind. I'm like,
that's what mine said. She's waiting until she can work in the yard a little bit again, and that's when she turns us on. Right
when we started this show, almost a year ago now, Trey.
My God,
almost less than a month from being a year, and whatever. It's almost a year ago. When we first started this, it was like the moms were like, "We can't wait! This is exciting!" Yeah. Every show is to come out, boom, and now it's like, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
So they're not our target demographic
at all.
Especially since you turned down my mom's casserole because of some onions. Let me do butthurt comments, and this isn't a butthurt comment at all that we dislike. We were fortunate enough not to get any butthurt comments this week because I don't know, everybody liked our stuff.
That makes sense.
I mean, we got some dislikes, which we're going to get because I think I swear people are paid professionally to just go dislike everything. Because there's one video that we put up, that clip that, I mean, it wasn't like a like or dislike kind of thing. Like, why would you dislike it? Anyway, this one's funny because it was the same video that got everybody riled up about Joe Biden in the White House. Video. Remember that funny one where it was a senior center? Yeah. The White House.
I do, yeah.
Biden ate his chocolate chip ice cream. His wife was there. and he had he was assisted off the airplane, and I mean everything.
Yeah.
And this guy is not like Biden.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how we give Biden a hard time?
Yes. He jumped right in.
This guy. Okay, I'm going to read this. This is great. The most useless, corrupt, lying, thieving, treasonous bastard on earth.
Damn.
Who left his wife for a cokehead, slutty babysitter and left his kids and grandkids to do drugs, pay for whores, take pics of their buttholes in mirrors.
Holy shit.
Yet the media says he's a great guy. Glad I wasn't raised by such a wholesome, rotten son of a bitch.
Holy shit. Does Biden want to come on the show and defend himself?
Joe, if you're listening, probably not.
He's probably in bed by now.
But Jill, if you're listening for him, we would love for Joe to call into the show.
So was Jill really a former babysitter? Is that what they said?
I think this might have been before Jill. That's why for a minute there, I'm not going to lie to you, I thought he was talking about Donald. And I was like, wait a second. But the media definitely doesn't say Donald's a great guy. So he was talking about Biden, yet the media says he's a great guy. And of course, the son is a coke. You know, the whole Hunter Biden thing.
I guess we know who he's voting for.
But yeah.
Or not voting
I wonder
for.
if he's undecided.
Yeah.
But I just kind of said, goodness, like I like offering a platform for people to share their feelings. And boy, did you do that.
He did. He did not hold anything back there.
We don't encourage anybody to hold anything back, right, Trey?
At all.
So good for you. I won't call you out because I don't want anybody to yell at you, but something Ferguson 6 something 9 something.
Oh, is it Billy?
Sure. No. Yes.
No.
Yeah, sure.
I was like, did I hit that really?
No. But he knows who he is. If he heard, I assume he knows he wrote it. So that was Butthurt Comment of the week. And again, we didn't get any to us. And so it was kind of...
well, that makes sense. I can imagine.
Trey and I are trying to work on some sort of encryption and stuff for our TikTok account. So we may very well have plenty waiting for us when we get back on.
Yeah.
But anyway, last time we didn't really do Tay Tay Talk. And as you can see, the lovely Tay Tay is on my screen. She's a little blurry. Or maybe I've had scotch. No, I'm kidding. I haven't had much.
Yeah.
But look how beautiful she looks tonight. She gets
red lips.
She gets dressed up for each show. Tonight she's going.
Is that an orange?
No, it's red. The dress. I don't know. I wasn't looking at the dress, but I think she's kind of like looking for attention tonight. That's what it looks like. Hey, look at me.
Come hither.
I'm Taylor, and I'm looking at her. So good for you, Tay Tay. What do you got? You're going to do Tay Tay Talk.
Yes. So I found a story. Well, I didn't find a story. I was given a story. I think my girlfriend thinks it's funny that we're talking about Taylor Swift every episode. So she sends a story to me about Taylor Swift fans.
Hey, hold on.
Sorry.
That reminded me of something. By the way, people, like the name of our show, we are not really Swifties. I've had so many people go, Are you guys really Swifties? And I'm like, what do you think? And they're kind of like, I don't know.
Is it me and my socks? Or
Trey paints his toenails and...
Hey, that's for Taekwondo.
But we're also not against Taylor Swift either. Like I always said, again, that she was talented and whatever. So we're making light of... The reason we do Tay Tay Talk is because there's so much out there. This woman, and I wonder if it gets to her. I don't know. What do you think?
You think she's listening to the show by now?
Absolutely. But, I mean, why wouldn't you? There's a whole segment about you. But we talk about it because and we're going to try and do them quicker as I interrupt. But because it's just every day there's something new about her, and she's fascinating. It's that what's fascinating to me is that one person can have this much impact, and I've said that before. So with that being said, what's tonight's?
So as fellow Swifties, as you just generously pointed out, I'm
trying to deny it, but it's not working.
We fear that Taylor Swift's entire Eras tour could be canceled after she appeared sick during a Singapore show.
Whoa.
stating that she needs a break. And I think she might need a break.
In Singapore, this was maybe the first stop after the Super Bowl?
Sure.
Maybe they were partying too hard.
It says on here that she has been sent into a meltdown Swifties have been sent into a meltdown.
Yeah.
That means us too, as far as being Swifties.
We're supposed to melt down.
We're melting down right now.
Okay.
After footage went viral of Taylor Swift appearing to nurse a cold during her first show in Singapore.
Goodness. No one ever gets a cold.
It says the megastar who recently wrapped up her whirlwind tour of Australia was seen coughing as she performed her hit song Delicate.
I don't mean to laugh, but can you imagine her singing like her hit song and all of a sudden...
like she's a 12-pack a day smoker.
Shake it off. But can you imagine everybody in the crowds waited?
Shake it off.
They waited like months and months and months. They got great seats, and then all of a sudden she's just hacking up every...
So one Swiftie wrote, she looks like she's not feeling her best. Girl needs some rest.
That's good observation.
While another added, she should cancel the rest of the shows for health reasons.
The rest of the show?
The rest of
how
the
many?
shows?
Does it say how many there are?
It doesn't.
It's still the Eros tour? I thought that
Eras tour?
Whatever.
Says she needs a break, another lamented, as someone else agreed. Tour is taking a toll on her health.
You know what? Coming back and watching Travis win the Super Bowl and partying probably for like 3 days straight didn't help.
So it says she is due to perform 3 more shows in Singapore before flying to France.
God, it's crazy. That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't mean to interrupt you, but performers that do 3 or 4 shows in the same city in a row.
Is that impressive, or is that...
God, it's insane. It's insane. It means she can sell that out.
That's
and
impressive.
I guarantee you what's even more impressive is 50% of those arenas are the same fucking people all 4 nights. Because I'll tell you very, very fast, Dave Matthews did a 3-night thing down in Mexico. And I know somebody personally that went every night on the beach to watch Dave Matthews. Same show, every night. And that's Dave. I mean, Dave's great, but this is
Taylor.
He doesn't look like that. And so I guarantee you there's people that go to every one of them. But the fact that she can do 4 shows and sell out an entire arena, holy shit.
So speaking of selling out arenas, also, she is being paid reportedly $4.3 million per show. I would do as many shows as they needed for $4.3 million.
What did we get? $1.99 if that.
If that.
How did your 69 cent deal go on your OnlyFans? Did it work out, or did you have to bump it back up?
I had to send some refunds back and
people requested refunds.
Change for $1.
People requested refunds. They're like, no. Anyway,
some people tried to pay in Bitcoin and
all the crypto.
When asked if I took food stamps, I was like, no.
They made up crypto names. They're like, do you take Manahana?
I told them I did. I was just trying to make some kind of,
Well, you trusted too blindly, Trey.
I guess so.
So 4 million, what?
4.3 million per show.
That's insane. That's insane. If I go dance, can you just give me 10% of that?
Right. I want to be a backup dancer for $100,000. Singapore paid a hefty amount so that no other Southeast Asian country can have their chances, complained a fan on social media. Should boycott Singapore, and Taylor wrote another. That does not sound like a good Swiftie. So they're upset that Singapore paid so much money to keep her from going to other Southeast Asian countries. Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Are these Swifties, you think, in these other Southeastern?
I don't know. It says
Western,
typical
whatever.
Singaporean behavior. They would do anything to get one up on their neighbors, complained another person.
I don't see. That sounds like East Coast, West Coast, U.S. Right? I don't understand the lingo over there. So who hates who? Singapore is not liked, I know that much, because they're a really fancy city and that's a very touristy place.
Singapore is?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's other Southeast Asian countries?
It's Taos or Malaysia pissed off that she's not going there versus Singapore? Come on. Where's she supposed to go? Like, there's not a lot over there.
So yeah, there's people not only pissed that she's coughing on stage, that she should take care of her health, but there's also Southeast Asians pissed because they don't get to see her because she's only staying in Singapore.
Well, I don't blame her for staying in one spot because, I mean, anyway, I don't know enough about Southeast Asia to know what kind of arenas they have over there.
Yeah.
But I imagine Singapore is probably the best. So,
speaking at the Bangkok iBusiness Forum 2024,
well,
I just
Bangkok,
wanted to say
Bangkok too.
That's all I wanted to say was that part of it.
Well, Bangkok, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
They said the Singaporean government is clever. They told not to hold any other shows in Asia, and I read that correctly.
Mm-hmm. And you got to say cock.
Speaking at the Bangkok iBusiness Forum 2024. I wish I could get a T-shirt that says that Bangkok Forum, iBusiness Forum.
Was she?
That would be not. That would be
we
cool.
can get any T-shirt.
2024.
We can get any T-shirt we want.
Hashtag it.
Hashtag it. Did she? Was she just like the cold, or was she like feeling fluish, or was it? Was she
There's
just coughing?
speculation. Somebody saw. I mean, she's got a very. I was even sent a caption saying that she might be pregnant.
I was going to ask, is she glowing in any of these pictures?
No, I thought she was a swallower, not
Mm-hmm.
although it looks like on this picture she's trying to gag something up on that one, so maybe.
Well,
that is not flattering at all.
No, in that picture, are you showing it to the camera? In that picture, it looks. Oh wow, that does look like she's got like this whole the morning sickness kind of look. Ooh, I wonder if she's preggo.
Or Travis hit too deep in the throat.
You always take it there. I'm talking about beautiful, romantic, passionate love making.
Love making
that formed into a future child, and you're talking about gag reflex. Look, what if she is? We would win we bet before the next season, right?
Yeah, that she'd be pregnant before the next.
It's only March.
Season. They got busy quick.
Well, he won the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, baby. That's what it is.
They were partying. Well, good for Taylor. I hope that she works out her cough because nobody's ever had a fucking cough before.
Yeah, on stage.
I don't have any sympathy. I get a cough all the time because my kids are in school and it's a germ farm.
They bring that shit home.
Although Taylor is with hundreds of thousands of people all the time, so...
Yeah, I read something that she's got a very strict regimen or a routine where she goes straight to the hotel and she doesn't socialize with anybody outside of her bubble.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think she has to, or else I don't know how she could do it. It is a lot. Not to bring up my favorite band, Korn, but they're older. And they're 50. And Jonathan, the singer, he'll go straight to the bus, like, and won't party, he has to. He can't, or he won't be able to perform.
Yeah.
And I think that's helped him to continue to perform at a high level.
Especially the singer, they have to protect the voice
yes.
more so than the rest of the band.
Right.
I mean, although it's very important to play the instrument at a high level, but you know, if you have a little cough and you're playing the drums, it's not too big of a deal. So.
Especially, Jonathan and that kind of music where he's got to really, like, he can't get sick or he's fucked, But, all right, Tay Tay Talk over.
Done.
I'm going to talk about this woman that's on The View. Have you seen The View?
So we're talking about Whoopi again?
She's on The View. Every time I mention The View, you're all
that's
about
the one
Whoopi.
I know.
Look, Whoopi, you need to kind of just shut it. But I loved you in Ghost.
In Ghost.
And what was the Nun, the Sister Act?
Sister Act. That's
she's great. Okay, she's a great comedian. But shut up. I'm tired of this View is a bunch of cackling hens.
Cackling hens.
And I'm not afraid to say it.
You just did.
One of them is named Sunny Hostin or Hostin.
Sunny.
How would you say it? Hostin. Hostin or Hostin?
Hostin? I would go Hostin.
Well, let's go Hostin. Sunny Hostin shows you how much I watch this bullshit.
I actually spelled it wrong, man. Dang it.
It's all right. You tried your best. This woman, when I read this to you, I hope you laugh, and I hope anybody listening laughs because of the absurdity of it. But she's one of these, and they're all the same. It's pretty liberal show.
Okay. Is that the red or the blue?
That's the red is the Republican.
I like that.
They are all blue. They're all blue. So this girl is claiming that she deserves reparations. Now, do you know what reparations are? Or would you like me to go ahead and just, for everyone that doesn't know?
Yeah, just in case our listeners might not know that.
Well, reparations is a way to compensate. Thank you. See, you might know. Compensate for what happened during the slave times.
Okay.
And some will say even as far as, segregation in the 60s. I mean, they'll go as far as all that. And civil rights and the Crow, all that bullshit. I don't mean to say all that, you know what I mean. And so somebody that's 30 years old now in 2024.
Okay.
Let's say somebody's 30. So they're born in what?
96?
94.
94, sorry.
That was worth it right there. It's 2024, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
24 divided by.
And I'll redo that in 2026 and you'll get it right.
Gotcha.
So give me a break. 1994. Why do you deserve reparations? You know what? Reparations are there. And what they are there, and I'm going to make this fast. I know I say it all the time. Every show I edit out, I say it, and it doesn't end up fast, but I'm going to try. Reparations are there, and they're in the form of programs and aid and affirmative action.
Scholarships.
Getting jobs ahead of other. The Rooney Rule in football. Yeah. You have to interview a certain amount of black coaches before you hire maybe the greatest of all time, Bill Belichick. You gotta go ahead and interview some other just because they're black. There are reparations out there, and that's what they are. These people that are like wanting a wad of cash, give me a break. It's not going to do anything. All it's going to do is tell you that you don't have to do shit in your life, because 200 years ago, somebody may or may not have been treated poorly in your family. So this woman, that's all. I didn't want to get into reparations, but I wanted you to, other people to understand.
I was curious. I don't ever hear any stories about this, but do Jewish people ask for reparations?
I haven't heard much. How about the Chinese from the 50s when they were slaves? Or the Irish immigrants that were indentured servants and Scottish that didn't have even a place to stay? The slaves at least had quarters. I mean, I'm not...
American Indians?
I'm not saying slavery was okay, but they had a place to sleep. Indentured servants didn't. Nobody is asking for reparations other than black people. And I'm willing to talk about it, as we are with everything. But I think it's getting a little silly because there are hundreds of programs to help black people and zero for white people. The only thing that we have apparently is privilege. And that's bothersome to me that you still expect a wad of cash. What are you going to do with it? Get a new car? What's your next generation? What are your kids going to do? Expect a wad of cash?
And I guess how do you put a price tag on something like that? You know, how do you put a price tag on whatever you feel that you deserve it for? How do you go about saying here's what this is worth to me?
Right.
You know,
if you want $20, okay, we'll give you $20. So, I mean, we're giving $75 billion to Ukraine. We might as well give you $20.
Right.
So this woman, let's get to the fun part. Sunny, are we going Hostin? Sunny Hostin.
Yeah.
She believes in reparations. She is, however, her family, half of them came from slave owners. Okay. You following?
Gotcha.
She said, I still believe in reparations. She was disturbed that she was from a family of slave owners. So on her maternal side, they were involved in the slave trade in colonial Spain. And they owned at least one human. Even though that is the case. She's claiming she deserves reparations. Stay with me.
Okay.
So far, it makes no sense, right?
Carry the one.
She's actually she's actually part of the slave owners, and she wants reparations. This gave me a headache, so get ready.
So her family owned slaves.
Yeah, but she wants reparations. Hold on. Get ready for a headache, everybody. Hopefully you chuckle. She added, I believe in reparations. I believe this country has a lot to do in terms of racial justice. Fair enough. I don't believe it's as far away as other people do. I think everybody needs to be accountable. We talked about that a couple shows ago. Despite feeling deeply disappointed at the revelations about her family being slave owners, she remarked that she now feels enriched knowing her family's history. She said, I'm enriched by knowing that my family has come so far from being enslavers to my mother, who married my father in 1968. And then, of course, one of the other hens on the show, Joy Behar, who I don't like, said, you're not responsible for what they did.
But she deserves reparations?
Okay, well, hold on. This gets good. This gets good. Her mother's reaction. This is Hostin, whatever her name is, Hostin. This is claiming what her mother's reaction was. Who was the slave owner? Stay with me, people. I know this is boring.
So the mother was the slave owner?
Yes, the mother's family.
Family, okay. Got it. Okay.
And then she married a man in 1968 who was a father. So she said her mother was deeply disappointed. She actually cried about it. Oh, no. Then she said that maybe that's why I've been so connected to black culture, because it's an atonement in my spirit. And I received that. I also found out, and there were slaves on both sides of our family, mothers and fathers, but we are 7% indigenous Puerto Rican, Hostin said proudly. First off, okay.
I'm so confused here.
Okay, it gets better. She added that her mother really identified as Puerto Rican prior to the news, but now Hostin argues that the findings prove that she was white. Okay? She continues on. It's deeply just imagine this woman saying all this. It's deeply disappointing.
Is Whoopi Goldberg like rubbing her shoulder this whole time?
Joy Behar. It's deeply disappointing because my mother identified as Puerto Rican. She was part of the civil rights movement as a Puerto Rican, and she was deeply ingrained in black culture.
But she's white.
And identified herself as black race, but Hispanic for ethnicity.
Holy shit.
But her race is white. She's European, I know, she said. Can you believe this? It's unbelievable.
Is this Hostin? Is she on the show, or she's
on the show?
Wow.
Hold on.
Is she still on the show after this?
Yeah, we're almost done. Not yet. It's weird because when you look at her, my mother is blonde and she has light eyes.
God damn.
And my whole family looks like that. So I think inside I sort of knew this was my history. And that's probably why I didn't want to know.
So that means I'm Puerto Rican too then.
Yeah, I'm going to identify as black, ask for reparations, claim Puerto Rican, even though I look white.
Yeah. It makes sense to me. Shit, why didn't I think of this sooner?
Hostin discovered that her third great-grandfather registered to vote in Georgia in 1867 despite being born into slavery in 1835. Whew.
Damn.
You had to hear that because I still... The point wasn't to understand. The point was just to say...
Damn.
There are people... Damn. There are people that are wanting... It's like they just give me. There is absolutely no reason that this woman deserves anything. I don't believe in reparations for actual black people that had slave ancestors because it's been enough time and you have programs.
So I'm sitting here thinking...
This lady's half white, half Puerto Rican. She's like, I deserve...
So Taylor Swift might be Puerto Rican too. I mean, she's got blonde hair and light eyes too, so...
If she identifies with the black culture.
She has to identify... That's right. I'm sorry.
So
just because you have blonde hair and blue eyes does not mean you're Puerto Rican. You have to identify as Puerto Rican.
I wanted to share that with everybody because this is the type of shit that in politics in society that we're seeing every day, and this is a show that gets ratings. This is a show that's on network television, and people are listening to this shit and going, "Oh, she's so brave, strong," or whatever the fuck they're saying.
And you know what else she's doing? For the people that actually believe that reparations is justified, now they're probably wondering, really? Is this, at this point, is this justified when people like this are going after it?
Well, it makes you and me, or you and I want to go something like that. Apply for? Do you apply? I don't even know how you.
I don't know.
Trey and I want $25 gift card to Applebee's.
I would love some taco casa.
Okay,
let's do pizza. That. Let's do pizza.
We'll take pizza, whatever. But because we identify it with the black culture, just like Sunny Hostin, who is, by the way, half white, half Puerto Rican.
That makes sense. Yeah, I can see that.
But still wants reparations. So give me a break, everybody. The reparation thing needs to go away, but this kind of shit really needs to go away. I mean,
that's ridiculous.
I already said it. This is a television show, and somehow it's on the network.
Is she getting a lot of heat for that, or just that she's stupid?
Just that she's stupid is all I've seen. I mean, or just that it makes no sense. Like, what are you saying?
I would love to have seen Whoopi just sitting there comforting her and stuff like that.
Well, that's what I mean. Great. Joy Behar was like, "It's not your fault that your mom's family owned slaves." Of course it wasn't. No one's saying it was.
Right.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
Before you were born.
No.
And so, again, we won't get into the Joy Behar. Maybe one whole show I'm just going to dedicate to bitching about this. She's one of my least favorite. I don't want to give it ratings, but maybe we should just you see what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's a bunch of cackling. It's just
cackling.
I may think that Donald Trump's sons are, I don't know the best way to describe them. Like, I respect them, I guess, because of their business sense or whatever. And one of them's dating kind of a hot former Fox News anchor or whatever. But I mean, these are the guys. One of them went on there. Donald Trump, I think it was Donald Trump Jr. went on there and took the heat.
Really?
He sat there at that round table and just took it from these hens. I'm going to call them hens because that's all they do.
That's funny. You say cackling hens.
Well, that's my name for them. The cackling hens view.
Cackling
point.
hens.
So there's that. Wasn't that wasn't that just
pretty crazy?
Yeah.
Can you imagine her putting a dating profile together?
I identify as this. I look like this, but my eyes are blue.
My eyes are blue.
My eyes are blue, and I'm very pale, and I have blonde. You see a picture of her, and she's as white and maybe with a little Latino. There's not even a question.
Yeah.
And out of her mouth comes, "I want reparations." I don't even know what to say. That's it. Segment over.
That was fun.
Fun, I guess. Yeah, let's talk real quick about the Washington Commanders football franchise. People that aren't sports fans, this is not about the game of football. This is about the franchise themselves. As you know or don't know, they used to be the Washington Redskins 3 or 4 years ago.
Ish.
And there was a lot of pressure. I think it was, who was the owner at the time? Schneider? Dan Snyder. I feel like he was pressured to change the name because it was a slight at Native Americans, yes. Redskins. Right? So they're being sued by Native Americans.
Damn.
Because they're claiming...
They identify as...
Well, the Native American Guardians Association...
Okay.
wants the leadership to do away with the Commanders nickname, which is what they are now, the Washington Commanders, which I think is stupid anyways.
Right.
And bring back the team's old name. They want $1 million in damages. I don't know what the damages are. Just being hurt, maybe. But the best way to put it, I think, was this, and I'm going to read it to you. The Washington Commanders are being sued by the Native American Guardians Association, which has been trying to get the Commanders to change the name back to Redskins. The lawsuit states the logo on the Redskins helmet is an actual person. It's Chief Whitecalf, right? I guess he would play on the all-white football team. Every time they go out in the field, they were honoring Chief Whitecalf, and they were battling on the football field with the same honor and integrity and courage. They should continue to honor that. Instead, they took it away.
Well, wasn't the big gripe the fact that they were referencing Redskins? Is that
right? But remember a couple shows. You don't remember last show, much less 2 shows ago. We talked about how an actual Native American drew that logo.
Yes, I do remember that.
And it was an actual person.
Yep.
And to name them the Redskins didn't bother them. Just like if you call me a white skin, which is my fantasy football name, it wouldn't bother me. The black skins,
that would
probably.
That's not good.
Yellow skins, less. I don't know. But the bottom line is that Redskins apparently didn't bother them, and no one went to them and said, "Hey, does this bother you?"
It just bothered a bunch of white people.
There you go. It bothered a bunch of woke people in this world, not all of them white, but a lot of them were, that said, this is poor natives. Again,
insensitive, yeah.
One of these days, Trey and I are going to talk about the Native American topic. There's a lot to talk There's a lot to talk about there. But the bottom line is that it's a fact that the numbers are low in this country, and to take away something like that from people that it means something to without questioning them first seems wrong.
That seems insensitive.
That seems insensitive, and I like the Washington Redskin name. I think it's a traditional football team. I think especially you as a Cowboys fan. Cowboys and Redskins at Thanksgiving, it just kind of like, they
just took our defensive coordinator to become the head coach.
Oh, they did.
Damn it.
Well, they're still the Commanders, so I wanted to bring that up. That the Redskins, who fought tooth and nail to get their name changed from people who weren't Native American, were bitching.
Right.
Now are being sued by the ones
that's pretty funny.
They thought would want it changed.
That's
right?
pretty funny, yeah.
Okay.
I know there was a lot of push once they got rid of that owner, because I think the owner had a lot of bad.
Well, but he got pressured. Yeah. I mean, Schneider was pressured, and I remember article after article like, "You better do it. You better do it." He fought. He tried to fight it, from what I understand. Right?
He did fight it. For a long time, he fought it. Yeah.
What do you think? Is the name? I mean, are you one of those? Do you feel? And you can be honest. Do you think that it insults the Indian? Excuse me, as I insult the Indians, the Native American Indians. Do you think that it insults them?
Well, as a fellow Puerto Rican that
you identify as a Native
American,
right?
I don't know. I mean, I guess the whole gripe was always about the term redskin and how that was a bad term.
Kind of like, and Mexicans don't get mad at me, but the term wetback.
That's pretty bad.
But I don't get it though. Like, I've talked to a bunch of Mexican friends of mine. I have friends that are Mexican, and they're like, I mean, it's the only reason that it's upsetting is because for whatever reason it's derogatory.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
It doesn't.
I don't understand where that term came from. Yeah.
Well, apparently, what I've been told by them, not me, is that it's because apparently they wear a lot of product in their hair and it's greasy.
Oh shit, I do that.
And so you're a wetback. And so when they pull their hair back, it gets wet and it's stupid. And it's not insulting. It's just give me a break.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's why I'm bringing it up, is because I've had many Mexicans that are like, we don't give a shit that you say that. Guess who gives a shit? The woke white people are like, how dare you?
Yeah.
And I think if you're obviously in some sort of dispute in a maybe a physical confrontation with another race and they call you that, that's going to piss you off.
Context matters.
Context matters. But if you're just kind of like, whatever, it's not. It's kind of like Redskin. If I was sitting there and I was ready to duke it out with a Native American at a bar, and I was like, "You Redskin," I don't even know if that. I don't know. I don't even know if that bothers me.
Yeah, I'd have to ask somebody about that.
Let's do that. Any Native listeners,
tell us,
or we'll just go to the closest casino and we'll ask them. So,
God,
let's move on. There's nothing wrong. Congratulations to them. They make a shit ton of money more than we do.
No shit.
I mean, that's the point. So, do you have anything to add to that?
That they're reparations right there.
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
you can have a casino.
Good for them. They figured out their niche. I mean, casinos make a lot of fucking money. I read an article recently that they make like over $1 million a day.
Yep, in profit alone.
So
it's amazing.
Do you want to add anything to that? The Redskins?
No.
I think I asked you and then I never got your answer.
You did?
Do you think that it's a bad thing?
I'd like to think it's not, but I'm not a Native American.
You're gonna wait to see until a native.
I mean, if they came out with a team called the Whiteskins, I guess I don't think I would find that offensive. But I think it'd be kind of funny to see what the uniforms look like. But
what the helmet look like? So like Chad and Brad,
like a Charlie Brown face,
Charlie Brown, or whatever. Well, the reason I say that, and people will tell us, of course, two white boys sitting here, it's easy for us to say. I get that. If you want to say it's winners and losers, the Europeans won in that situation with the Native Americans, regardless of the details of it. The bottom line is the Europeans came out on top. And so it's easier for us to sit there and say, Whiteskins wouldn't bother us, and harder maybe to hear Redskins. But the Native Americans are saying flat out, apparently 9.6 out of 10. So there's a 0.4 that do have a problem with it, by the way.
Gotcha.
Can't believe that one guy at the meeting is like, no, fuck this. And they're like, shit down, shut up. But 99 point whatever, 6% believe there's nothing wrong with it. And in fact, it actually honors them. So let's move forward. Let's bring it back, not only for tradition's sake, but for the Native Americans.
I'm curious to see how this ends.
It's the least we could do.
Yeah.
If that's what they want.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's do trending topics.
What's trending?
Do you want to do some trending topics?
Sure.
Trey and I, if you missed the last show, we've decided we're not really going to click on any of this. We just are going to go through it and see if we can figure it out.
Based on our own knowledge.
Because, Trey, we have a lot of knowledge.
We have knowledge.
Trending in Texas, Travis County. Is that Austin?
Travis County?
Yeah. Isn't that all? That's all? No?
No, that's southeast west of where we are.
Southeastern of the West.
Western. Actually, I think that is where the scorpion in Vegas came from and somehow ended up on a plane.
That breed.
In the guy's luggage. I think that's how they kind of figured out where they tracked it back from.
That's where they're bred.
Yeah. Okay. That particular scorpion, yes.
Politics, trending, Haley, so Nikki Haley, Trump's opponent who thinks she has a chance.
She's still fighting, huh?
Guess. I mean, she keeps just getting killed everywhere.
I heard she came out with an OnlyFans too, so I don't know if maybe that's trending or not.
Well, maybe she's trying to
start her second career.
Well, she's going to continue to stay in the race to get more attention to her OnlyFans.
Let me ask you this. I don't think I would go check it out, but what if somebody like a Hillary Clinton rolled out an OnlyFans? Do you think that would make money just because it was Hillary Clinton?
I don't know why my immediate reaction was yes.
Yeah.
Because people are going to be curious. People are going to be disgusted, but they're going to be curious.
There was actually a woman from The Sopranos. I don't remember the actress's name, but they
one of the younger ones. It wasn't the one from Entourage, right?
Was she from Sopranos? Anyway, she
could have been another. Could have been Friends. Could have been. She
identified as Puerto Rican, and
I love it. She's from Sopranos. I don't know.
I'm trying to think. You kind of
okay.
Anyway,
go ahead.
So she literally had her house in foreclosure. Started an OnlyFans day of and made enough money to pay off house.
Well, hold on, I'm pouring a scotch for that. Are you serious?
Yes. I was like, my God, it makes you start to think, shit, maybe there's somebody out there that,
So
is
she was
interested
hot.
in seeing this. She was attractive, yes.
Trey, you need to up your monthly fee.
To $1?
How
Back
did
to $1?
No, you were okay, so you were 99 cents for
But I went down to 69 cents.
well, I was going to ask you how that promotion went. Now it's March. You were doing it for the month of February.
Yeah.
Did you go back up?
To 79 cents.
You're going to try a promotion.
Or I should go down 59 cents.
Basically, it's not working out. But that's insane. OnlyFans, I mean, seriously, if you could just figure out some sort of somebody's obsession or somebody's kind of thing and just do it, you get so many.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Like the whole feet thing and just, that's some crazy shit.
I mean, I don't know. I would do some stuff.
I would do some stuff.
Right? What can I do without getting in trouble and make some money? I mean,
Sure, there's quite a bit.
I have a little more respect, so I may be like $159 a month.
Yeah.
$199.
$199.
My free stuff's gonna have a little more on it though.
Yeah.
Just to entice you. Cartwheels.
Cartwheels.
Did you say cartwheels? What? Trey and I are gonna have our a combo OnlyFans page where we're gonna do cartwheels together
all the time. Holy shit.
Trending politics. Texas. Okay.
All right.
It's trending with Aggies.
Oh.
In politics, though. So
in politics.
Yeah.
Maybe the fact that they're being political in their baseball game.
Yeah.
Which has
The
led
two
to
teams are playing tonight. And Trey and I are trying not. I'm trying not to look. He may know. But
already know.
Trending in political figures. Trump. It's two Trumps.
Two Trumps.
It says Trump, all in caps. Somebody's very excited, and it's trending.
Interesting.
Trending politics. Vermont. Is that, I guess Vermont had their elections as well. We had ours today.
We did?
The primaries.
Shit. Is the only thing trending is politics right now?
Well, no. Hold on. Take it easy.
God damn it.
Take it easy.
Give me something I know.
Sports trending. Greg Norman.
Okay. I've heard of him.
Old golfer, married to
from South Texas.
Wasn't he married to a tennis player? Chris something.
Navratilova?
No, that was the lesbian.
And?
She's married. I mean, who cares? Let's just get married. Greg Norman was a great golfer. I don't know why he's trending. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
I seriously, when I see older people that are trending, I'm like, Trending in political figures. Oh, Michelle Obama. I'm trying to remain neutral here. Michelle Obama's trending.
I saw a little meme on social media. It was kind of funny. It had Michelle Obama. It had Melania. Is it Melania Trump? And then it had...
That would be Melania, correct.
What's Biden's wife's name? Kate? Jill.
Kate.
Whatever. So under Michelle Obama, it says, my husband hates America.
Right.
Under Melania, it says, my husband loves America.
Right.
And under Jill, it said, my husband doesn't even know he lives in America.
Where do you think he thinks he lives? I think
Disney World. Disneyland.
You think it's like his hometown? Where's he from? I forget.
I have no idea.
His hometown, he's like, oh, it's nice here. There's a lot of people.
Yeah. This is a big house.
Can we go down to Rosa's Cafe or whatever? It's a big house.
This is a big, yeah.
How many times has Joe Biden gotten lost in the White House? Aren't there like 27 rooms? And
I want to know how many times he's left a podium and just started taking his pants off.
I'm done. He walks out because they do him at the White House too. Yeah. He turns around, goes through the curtains, and he's like, I'm done. I'm sitting down.
I'm going to bed, Jill.
Ready to roll.
Yeah. Bring my pudding to the bed.
God. Trending sports. Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
You know something about him?
Cubes, yeah.
Why would he be trending?
That's a great.
He's the owner of the Dallas Mavericks basketball team.
Well, I know he sold majority rights.
His house is down the street.
Yeah.
Well, not down the street, but
he sold majority rights to the Mavericks to a casino family to bring more money.
Native Americans.
I don't know if they're Native Americans or not.
Are they Redskins?
Maybe they identify as a Redskin, but
maybe.
So yeah.
Careers trending. Gig 'em.
Gig 'em.
There's a lot of Aggie stuff going on, and it's trending with.
It might be some kind of ball gag or something.
It's trending with "Beat the Hell Out of TU," which is beat the hell out of Texas University. But I'm just telling you what it's trending with. I don't know why. Boxing trending. Bohemian Grove. What the hell is that?
That gentleman came from South Africa.
Okay. Bohemian Grove was a South African name.
Yeah.
Right.
So he made his way up through Florida. He migrated over to become an American boxer.
The Groves.
Yes.
The Groves family came from South Africa.
Yeah. But he walks around for whatever reason. His trunks have a Russian flag on it. I don't understand what that's all about. He married a stripper at one point.
Right.
And then married a second stripper.
What happened to the first one?
I don't know. I think he might still be married to her. But apparently he likes to do a lot of butt stuff. And I don't know if that helps him get ready for his boxing matches or what. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't look too far with that one. Bohemian Grove. The Groves like strippers and butt play.
There
we go.
And he's trending with Ryan Garcia. I don't know
Garcia.
who the hell that is.
I think that was his boy toy at some point.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. Sports trending, Tannehill.
That's
a lot of Aggie stuff going on.
There's a lot of bullshit Aggie stuff going on.
Tannehill is on the move. Tennessee's not going to keep him. Where do you think he ends up? Better not be in Pittsburgh. Tannehill, by the way, Ryan Tannehill's the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans.
Well, Justin Fields was rumored to go to Atlanta, but now I'm starting to hear Kirk Cousins may land in Atlanta.
Well, I'm hearing both to Atlanta or Pittsburgh. Like, I'm hearing both.
For Fields?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Crenshaw trending.
Crenshaw?
In politics. This is a Republican guy. He has the eye patch.
Oh, okay. So he's going with the pirate look?
Yeah. Have you seen this guy?
No.
Yeah.
I've seen him maybe on Pirates of the Caribbean, maybe?
I don't think he made the cut.
Maybe on Peter Pan?
I think maybe that's where you where you saw him. But he's turned Republican.
Does he have a wooden leg too? That would be awesome.
I don't know, but wouldn't it
really go with the character if he had an iPad?
Super Tuesday 2024.
Super Tuesday 2024.
Which is today, which is most states are doing their primaries.
Yeah.
So I think we'll probably find out. I think we find out tomorrow. Like, all right, look, it's Trump.
Have you heard of that date that's, I've been told about this from my lady about steaks and blowjobs. I think it's on March 15th.
Hold on. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I have to hear about this. Steaks and blowjobs?
Yeah,
this sounds like...
I want to say it's on March 15th. It's steaks and blowjobs.
March 15th?
I think it's March 15th.
So what's the...
14th or 15th?
What's the...
That's just the day of. The day of steaks and blowjobs.
So you're supposed to get a steak, and your woman is supposed to give you a BJ.
Or you give her the steak for the blowjob? I don't know. I've never had this before.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to
We have
this
a few days to look into this because
Yes.
I need to tell my wife that she's about to get a steak. However, that steak does not come for free. Baby.
Yeah.
Really? Is that a thing?
Yeah, steaks and blowjobs.
Let's look it up. Why is it not it needs to be trending at all times.
Trending. Maybe it'll be trending after we mention it.
Trending in political figures. Trump in November. Okay, well, Trump in November would be the election. Trending is Tennessee with Oklahoma. Maybe all the votes are starting to come in. Oh, entertainment. Trending. Deadpool and Wolverine. Do you know anything about Deadpool and Wolverine, Trey?
Wouldn't he bringing the Deadpool? Ryan Reynolds is supposed to be bringing back. Was it Hugh Jackman? He's supposed to come back and play Wolverine for the Deadpool movie.
Are they the same group? I don't understand all the groups. There's the Avengers and the X.
I just know Hugh Jackman hasn't been
Wolverine.
Wolverine
There's
for
the
a
X
while.
people and the Avengers and
X-Womans and
okay, so what they're saying is they're going to do a movie where Deadpool and Wolverine are in it together, and it's Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, so Hugh Jackman's supposed to be coming back out.
All right,
so
well, I'm in.
I googled Steak and BJ Day 2024.
I was wondering why you were on your phone over there.
Celebrated on March 14th.
14th, not the 15th.
Right.
Ooh.
Steak and BJ Day is a holiday celebrated 1 month after Valentine's Day and was founded because Let's see here.
Because Valentine's Day, the guys get the shaft.
Says it was founded because Valentine's Day is a made-up holiday for women and vegetarians. So it is only fair that it's equivalent holiday for normal people.
Vegetarians?
Yes. And the idea is simple. There are no cards, flowers, candy, or other overpriced fluff. Partners need only bestow their man with a steak and a BJ.
But what's the vegetarian thing?
I don't know.
I think it's funny, but
Candies? Candies a vegetarian? I don't know.
Okay, so the 14th of March is 1 month. Okay, look, I like this holiday. I am a fan. I now will celebrate it just as much as February 14th. And will in the morning, I will inform my wife to book her calendar.
And just an FYI, the steak and BJ does not have to be in that order.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
So you can get the BJ maybe while you're eating the steak, or
I don't think that's gonna work.
No.
She likes the steak, and that's why I married her.
She likes the steak.
She and I both like rare.
Oh, okay.
Like rare, and that's hot. And she wants to eat that anyway. All right,
it's nice and bloody.
Let's move
Got
on. It. Yeah, she's gonna eat that steak, and then we'll see what happens.
That could go so many different ways. She's gonna eat that steak.
I may slip something in her. The last one is just trending, is boring. Political figures. Massachusetts. So it must be all these states that are voting. Did you have you registered to vote yet?
I've got it. I have to print it out. I don't have a printer.
I have a printer.
Do you?
Yes.
I don't think I have it on this laptop. I don't think. I might have it on my work laptop.
My printer?
No, the form I've got to print out.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I have to save it and then email it to you.
As long as you get registered by November, because that's when it matters.
Does it have to be before November, or?
Let's not push it. Let's just go ahead and get it done.
See if I can register before Taylor Swift gets pregnant.
I wonder what I would bet on that. What are the odds? I think that it's not just because, again, we're not Trump, we're not this, we're just not Biden. And if you put anybody else on the ballot besides Trump, we'd go there. Nikki Haley's kind of annoying. I mean, her OnlyFans is terrible.
Does she spell Nikki with a Y or an I?
No, I think it's an I.
That's what I'm talking
about.
Isn't it? Nick.
All of a sudden, you're.
Now I'm a fan.
Yeah, you're a fan. I think it's. There's a way to figure this out really fast.
Are you going to see if she's trending? We already said she was trending.
No, but it just said Haley.
Haley.
So I'm just going to see.
Is the Haley with an I or a Y?
That's a EY.
Oh, I was about to say that's really good.
She's KKI.
That's what I'm talking about.
You may be You may be voting Nikki Haley.
I am.
Well, but that would have been today.
Damn it.
So if she doesn't win, then it's going to be It's going to be Donald versus Joe. It just is. And we have decathlon ideas. We have plenty of talk leading up to that election. Donald's going to say some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully Donald gets through all of his indictments.
Biden's going to fall asleep on the
But
podium.
I hope Joe just hangs in there. A debate between these two, I think, will get me more excited than a Steelers Super Bowl.
I may have to watch this debate, yes.
You and I together may watch it and record our reaction for the show.
Will they do a debate? Will they?
Well, they're supposed to do 3 of them.
He's got to make it through 3?
Every year. I'll never forget, and we'll end the show. I'll never forget when Hillary and Donald ran against each other. And the first debate is more of a big stage, and you're on the podium. The second debate is like a town hall where you have locals in a small town like ask you questions, and you're sitting in like a chair, and it's in like a little library type room, and there's maybe a little lecture hall.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be just a whole different vibe.
Is it in the same area every year?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't think so. No. I mean, it's the same format, the whole setup.
Gotcha.
So Trump's sitting across from Hillary, and every time Hillary got a question, he would stand up and just like walk over and just stand by right next to her.
Really?
Like, I mean, just like I mean, an inch away from her. Stand over there.
That's hilarious.
And everybody, I mean, I remember everybody talking about it the next day. Like, what was he doing?
That's pretty funny.
He just stood there, and it was like, was he trying to intimidate her? Was she? And she just kind of kept looking back at him. And all due respect to Hillary, who I don't really respect, but she was kind of like, excuse me, can you give me some space? Which, in all fairness, Donald,
that was weird.
Give her some space.
Yeah,
but it was just funny because I don't know what goes on in his head. What is he thinking? Like, I'm gonna go and just stand behind her, and she's gonna like lose her nerve.
Right. Maybe.
But he, in the interviews, and then they did one, not debate, but like an interview with him, and he was so cheesy, and it was like, this is not you, dude. And you could tell people. Anyway, bottom line is we have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. I need to find a printer.
You need to find a printer because we need to register, because we need to, Stay in the Gray votes matter like 10 times as much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not really. But Nikki Haley is spelled KKI. I'm sorry, she's probably not going to make it. I think it's Donald and Joe, and we can start our decathlon talk. We can start our Mario Kart.
My God, that would be amazing if they would do that.
We have to pick we would have to pick something that would entice both of them. And I don't think any of the ones we picked.
Would entice
a high dive, I don't know.
I think Joe would have a heart attack before he hit the water.
But I think Joe would glide into that water, whereas Donald would make the splash, and that might lose him that competition. I think the go-kart is Donald. I do think 100-yard dash is Donald. I think that the pudding eating is Joe.
Either one of them would make the 100-yard dash?
I think Donald can get there, and he'll just like somehow put his hand over it. I do. I believe he'd win that. So right now I'm at 2-2. What other ones? Staring contest?
Staring contest. Well, Joe would probably fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean, if Joe falls asleep, he's out.
He's out. So that's
but Donald gets distracted.
Oh yeah. So he's got to stay focused until Biden falls.
That's a middle. What we had some great, the balloon and the.
That sounds fun. Joe would probably break a hip.
Yeah, Joe. I don't think Joe can make it. I think he'd fall down immediately. I think he would fall down immediately and
be done.
All his balloons hit the ground. Anyway, so there's lots of fun coming up. We're gonna try and make it fun, but we're gonna also we'll do the as much news as we can as well, right?
Absolutely.
Are you gonna vote for Joe?
Joe who?
Yeah, I'm sorry, people that love Biden, but this is not a Biden podcast. We're not a Trump podcast, but we're definitely not a Biden podcast. So give us somebody else. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
No, I guess not.
So on that note, I'm going to make out with my screensaver. And you need to get out and go home and make out. And you can go make out with your screensaver.
Yeah.
Did you show the screensaver to our fans?
I think I have it in the camera.
It's Tay Tay's, just her face, and
a lighter. There's a lighter in there.
Yeah, look at that.
Hello, how are you?
Anyway, we may win the award for the worst ending of shows. And on that note, we love you. We'll see you next time.
Later.
Love you. I wonder how many episodes it's going to take for us to stop laughing.
No bias here, just the facts and the fair. We look at both sides, do our best to compare. In this podcast realm where we compromise, balance is key and the facts don't lie. Stay in the gray where perspectives intertwine. We seek the truth in the gray we define. In this podcast journey, minds open wide. Shades the truth on this impartial ride.
Can't bring myself to turn it down, but I'm gonna have to because Time to end the show.
Do you think if it added inches, you'd let that scorpion bite you on the pee-pee?
Ooh, God, that's a great question.
Because you think it would swell
Inches
up.
or inch?
Girthiness?
I don't need much.
I wouldn't mind a couple.
I might need to reduce.
Shit.